Hi everyone, it's Miss Vasquez again for Text Study. Happy Wednesday. For today's lesson, you aren't going to need anything except your brain and your listening ears. Now, for today's lesson, we're going to be talking about key points. Say key points. Yeah, and a key point is an important detail that helps support our main idea. So I'm going to be talking about those things throughout my first example and while we finish from seed to pumpkin. Now, here is a text we've already read a few times. The title is The House That George Built, and it's by Suzanne Slade. Now, the main idea in this story is George Washington built the White House. That's the main idea. He thought about the White House and he built the White House. That's the main idea. Now, the book can't stand by itself unless we talk about the key points, the things that help George Washington build the house from beginning to end. Now, if I think about this text, I have to think that first, George Washington thought that we needed a symbol for the United States, the symbol for the great new nation that he helped found. Now, that's one key point. The next thing I think about is, George Washington found the lot. He found the land that would be used to build the White House, or the house that George built. That's another key point. Those are important details that we learn about in the text that support our main idea, which is what the text is mostly about. Then I think, what else is important for us to know about the house that George built? Well, George Washington also helped build the house, but he didn't do it alone. He did it with free men and slaves. Now, those are a few key points. Those are details that help support what this text is about. Now, today, we are going to finish reading from seed to pumpkin, and you're going to tell me the details in this text that help us learn how a seed turns into a pumpkin. Now, we didn't get to finish this text the last time we read it, so I'm going to review the pages we left off on and continue to read. Then, we'll talk about the key points. Now, soon, summer is over. The corn stalks next to the pumpkin patch turn brown. Leaves on trees turn red, orange, and yellow. Pumpkins change color too. As they ripen, they change from green to yellow and then orange. Now we're reading something new. In just 4 months, small, flat, white pumpkin seeds have grown into big, fat, orange pumpkins. The pumpkins are ripe and round. When it says ripe, they mean ready. With lumps and bumps, they come in all sizes and shapes. And they're waiting in the autumn sun. Autumn is another word for fall. So here's what the pumpkin looks like. All shapes, all sizes, all different textures. Some are smooth, some are lumpy and bumpy. Some pumpkins will be carved into jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. Some will be baked into pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. Now, I bet some of you guys are pretty excited. I love making jack-o'-lanterns. I love eating pumpkin pies. Give me a brain match if you agree with any of those things. Colorful leaves turn brown. Winter winds begin to blow, and soon the trees are bare. The farmer looks out over the pumpkin patch, where only a few dead vines remain. So here are where the stems grew out, they twisted, and the leaves started to sprout. These are where all the pumpkins were picked from. But when spring winds warm the earth, once again he will plant hundreds of pumpkin seeds. And once again, they will grow from seed to pumpkin. So the pumpkin seeds can be grown every year for autumn. Now, I just finished reading this text, From Seed to Pumpkin, and I want you to think about the key points in this book. Remember, those are the important details that support our main idea. Now, the main idea in this text is that some seeds grow into pumpkin, or pumpkin seeds turn into pumpkins. That is the main idea. And this text tells us how that happens. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to think about how seeds turn into pumpkins, because those are going to be our key points if you choose the most important pieces. You can pause right here and keep thinking. Or you can play the video and we'll talk about it. Now, when I think about this text, I think first that pumpkins grow from seeds. They don't just pop out of thin air. That's one key point. Pumpkins grow from pumpkin seeds. Without that, we'd have nothing to support our main idea or what the text is mostly about. Now, the next thing that I think about is you plant the seeds in the soil. You don't just put them anywhere. You can't plant them in rice. You plant the seeds in the soil. Now, what do the seeds need to grow? Because that is also very important. Yeah, if you said that seeds, the seedlings, the small plants, need air, need water, need sunlight, if you said any of those things or all of those things, you are right. So, pumpkins grow from pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are planted in the soil, and these small plants need air, water, and sunlight. Can you think of anything else we can use to finish off our list of key points? Yeah, I'm sure that whatever you said is a great key point. Now, something that I'm thinking of is pumpkins grow in the ground. Now, or they grow right on top of the ground. Now, today, we talked about key points. Say key points. Do you remember what a key point is? Now, a key point is an important piece of information that supports our main idea, or what the story is mostly about. Now, you can find your books at home and think about, what are some sentences, what are some things that I hear, things that I read that are so important to the story that it wouldn't make sense without it. Our story couldn't even start unless we learn that seeds are planted and they grow in the ground. Try it at home.